Blood. What is blood? You have seen blood, right? It is, what is the color of blood? Red in color. Why is it red? It's because it has a pigment called as hemoglobin. So it is this pigment which makes the blood appear red. Now what type of tissue is the blood? Liquid connective tissue. Why it is known as liquid connective tissue? Because a liquid plasma. Now why do you think blood is required? That too in liquid state. So this is very essential. So if we want to transport something from one place to another, especially in humans, we use blood. So blood is a medium of transportation. It is in a liquid state, therefore substance can be easily dissolved in it and it can be transported to cells that are requiring this in a better way. Do you know how much of blood is present? What is the volume of blood that is present in the body? 5 liters of the blood. See how exactly the drop of blood that you see appears. You know where is blood present? It is present everywhere. You puncture any part of the body, you see the blood oozing out, right? So basically the blood connects each and every part of the cell or every part of the body. Hence we call it as a connective tissue. Now if you see this drop of blood under microscope, this is how it appears. Amazing, right? You see so many different components that are suspended in this blood. Okay, now let's see what are these components. So you see this yellow color substances, which is the major part of the blood, which is nearly 55%. We call them as plasma. Now apart from plasma, you see the cells suspended. So what you see, the red color disc shaped structures, these are known as RBC or red blood cells, which nearly make up 41% of the blood, and they are essential for transport of oxygen. And these are the cells which have hemoglobin, which is required to bind the oxygen for transportation within the blood. You can also see the irregular shaped structures, that is the WBC and the platelets. WBC, they are having very much the defense role in our body. They are going to attack all those cells and fight and help us safeguard against harmful diseases, harmful pathogens. How about platelets? They are the most important one. They are going to find the leakage in the body. Wherever there is the leakage in the blood vessels, they are going to surround those cells, cover and form a clot. That is, they are going to plug the leaks, forming a clot. That means they help in clotting. You must have seen sampling, they take the blood. Okay, so if they spin the blood and keep it aside, you can see there are different components in the blood. This is known as RBC. The next component that's going to settle is WBC and the platelets. Finally, the straw color, the yellow color liquid which is floating on the top is known as plasma. Now, the individual function of the cell we have seen. So we have seen blood, it is the medium of transport. How exactly that blood is transported? We have seen they are being transported in a closed system which are having a vessels. So these vessel-like structure or the tubes, what we see is known as blood vessels. There are two types, one are known as arteries and other is known as veins. Arteries are those blood vessels, those that carry the pure blood, means the blood rich with oxygen. Veins carry impure blood, that means the blood rich with CO2, the blood with more amount of CO2. And these arteries and veins meet at a point what we call as capillaries, just where exactly the exchange of nutrients and the exchange of gases, exchange of waste, all this thing occur at this bed of capillaries which are present in each and every tissue or the cells. So if you talk about capillaries, they are having single layer of cells that especially help in exchange of the nutrients